Hey guys, welcome to Backyard Beer Brothers. My name's Rory Doherty and today I've got a beer that I've been looking forward to for a little while. It's been sitting in my fridge for going on a couple of weeks now, and it's this beer right here called Fowler's Jam Raspberry Sour from 5 Barrel Brewing. So this is one of the beers that my main man Hugh brought down with him when he came down these ways. So hooked me up with a couple, got the others in the fridge, and I figured I'd probably better get into reviewing them, otherwise there's been a couple of Friday nights that I've sort of looked at them and gone, you know, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I... So I've got to get them out of the way in an actual review, otherwise I'm going to miss out my opportunity. But, you know, as far as sours are concerned, massive fan. 5 Barrel Brewing, I don't actually think I've had any of their beers. They're an Australian brewery though, they're located up in Wollongong, New South Wales. But definitely keen to get into this one. Well, she's a little active. Let's give it a pour. Oh, now that's what you want to see. A little bit of colour coming through, always a good thing. With a lot of these sours, they don't really come through with too much head. But bam, looking awesome. Super carbonated, got some haze to it. Beautiful, beautiful colour. What's that? It's like almost a... I don't even know what you'd call that. It's kind of like a blood orange colour. Boom, but very, very sour on the smell. I'm pretty sure this is going to have a bit of tang to it. But as well as that, awesome raspberry smell as well. But head's gone. Got no problem with that, especially considering it's a sour, but I'm keen to give it a go. So cheers. Thanks for Hugh hooking us up. Cheers. Let's give it a go. Damn. That is awesome. I was gonna say there's like weird. I was gonna say it almost has like a slightly thicker mouthfeel, especially considering some of the sours that I've had recently. But no. Raspberries. You could almost say strawberry as well. So definitely red berries. Good tang. The flavour of the berry flavour lingers as well with that tang. It's not just a initial berry flavour, then a sort of long riding tang. But let's go again. Sort of leaning towards medium bodied, but that is good. Oh man. But I was gonna say, I still like raspberries, still a big fan. My son loves raspberries, but back when I was a kid, I was like a fiend for raspberries. And up at my nana's, up in the bush in Ngāputāhi, New Zealand, there was actually a massive raspberry patch that went down the side of this hill right outside the house, and as kids would always go down with sort of either bowls, mugs, even like buckets, getting a whole lot of raspberries, and obviously you'd be eating them as you're going. And then what we would do is we'd go back up to the house, you'd get sort of like half a cup of raspberries, you'd mash them up with sugar, then you'd pour milk on top and stir it up, and it was like this sort of delicious treat. And depending on how much sugar you had in there, if you only had a little bit, it was kind of tangy, but if you had a whole lot, then it was sort of more jammy and sweet. Now I used to do that all the time, and like, I suppose sort of did a little bit after, but I had this one incident that sort of put the brakes on it for a long time. And so we'd be collecting all these raspberries in the morning. I sort of gorged myself on chowing down on milk, raspberries and sugar, and then one of my cousins, Willie, hit me up and he said, hey yo, do you want to, me and another cousin, Benny, they were going to drive into the local town, did I want to go with them? As a little kid I was like, yeah, let's go. And I can't even remember what type of car it was, but yeah, my cousin Willie, I think he sort of thought he was like a junior Colin McRae or something like that. But it was on this old gravel road, and he was just absolutely caning it and sort of getting it sideways, having a big laugh sort of thing. And as a kid, I used to get car sick, and just with how fast we're going, etc., and the fact that I just packed in this huge amount of raspberries, milk and sugar, I started feeling sick. But it came on very quickly. Instead of being able to say anything, I just projectile vomited from the back seat, and I was sitting behind my cousin Willie, so he's driving, I'm sitting behind him, and I've literally thrown it all on the seat, but then also this mixture of raspberries and milk and pink shit goes spraying past his head and sort of hits the windscreen and goes on the car. I still remember Willie, after the fact, said that he thought that my head had exploded because it was like, looked like brain matter and blood and guts and things sort of sprayed past his head. But yeah, obviously we had to get it all cleaned up, and we're already sort of close to town, so still had to go there. But yeah, ever since then, I didn't go anywhere near as hard as I used to on the old raspberries. It's only the name that it has raspberries in it that sort of reminded me of that story. It's not the fact that I'm like, yeah, that sort of bile lactose taste in my mouth reminds me of this. No, this is actually delicious. But again, tying it back, stories about raspberries, still a big fan, but not like I used to be. But this is very good. Now the old raspberry taste is starting to fade a little, but it's still so easy drinking. But to tell you a little bit about this beer, comes in at a 440ml can, 1.5 standard drinks, and it has a percentage of 4.4%. But as of today, the untapped score was 3.79 out of 10. Oh no, out of 5. Messed that up a lot. But if we go to the questions, would I buy this again? I don't know. Well, obviously it was a gift, so would I buy it for the first time if I bought it again? But I don't know, it depends on the price point. Would I buy it on tap? Yeah, I'd buy this on tap. It's actually pretty awesome. Would I buy it as a gift? I don't know. One of the reasons why Hugh brought this down was he said that it's actually sort of one of the local breweries in his area. So if I lived near them, buying them as a gift would be a good idea. What would I give it out of 10? I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Like, it's definitely doable. Like, still faint taste of the raspberry berry flavour right down to the end, which is what you want. But no, very good. Yeah, 8 out of 10 for sure. But with that being said, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching today. Feel free to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and as always, I hope you have a good one. Cheers.